So you've introduced two new principles. One is called B and the other is called H. They replace two existing ones, but those just get shunted elsewhere. And there's a certain amount of renaming and reshuffling of deck chairs involved in this. But what about principle H, particularly H4, which is demonstrate leadership? How on earth does a sole practitioner demonstrate leadership, and why is that important in healthcare? Well, who are they leading?
Well, we've done a lot of work on that to demonstrate why that's important. So there's a section on the GCC website which talks about the importance of personal leadership as well as leading within a team. We think that's...
Sorry, what's personal leadership?
Well, it's demonstrating that you embrace the requirements of being a modern health and care professional, and you embrace the standards that fall within that.
I speak as a military man. I can't see any leadership in that at all.
Well, I tend not to agree.
Right, no, of course. And no, I'm very happy for you not to agree. It seems to me that a lot of people will be thinking this is another 50-odd sticks with which to beat the profession when something goes wrong. Yeah. When a patient complains, well, you didn't demonstrate enough leadership in my appointment. Actually, it's there. We should have done it.
Yeah, it comes back to something I said at the beginning, which is around establishing the tone and the framework in which registrants operate, if you like. And I think, as a concept, I accept that patients might not automatically assume that, seeing a sole practitioner, as it were, there's going to be leadership. But we have to think about other environments in which registrants work. So not just in clinical practice, they also work in education. They work, they're researchers and so on. So it's a broader concept. So this means, I think it is one that works in a clinical practice.
So this means then that the educational establishments will now be told to teach leadership? Or us chiropractors just supposed to know this? And I know from my own experience, it's not easy to learn leadership. It's not a natural skill.
No, and it's not part of the curriculum. It's not part of the education standards. But registrants who are working in education institutions have a duty, it seems to me, to demonstrate leadership on behalf of the profession. So it's a newish concept. I would say that it's an increasingly important one in all aspects of health and care, and one in which, again, we'll have a good look at the responses and see what they say. And some of the feedback we've had is some of these things are quite difficult to measure and assess. I kind of accept that to one level, but I think as well, it's what do patients expect when they're walking into a clinic. So some of the standards are slightly less measurable than others. We kind of defend that for now, and I think they'll withstand the test of time, but we'll see.